Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hi, we wanted to just take a couple minutes and talk to you all about some important transitions that we have coming up.
Yeah. When we talk about transitions, I always go back to thinking about why we first came to New York, and that was like 2009, which is crazy how long ago it was. But really, we came here with a vision to contextualize the gospel in post-Christian places. I think when we got here, we were saying New York is like 3% Christian, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to see how can we contextualize the gospel in a post-Christian place, and that was our goal, our vision.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been that long.
Uh-huh.
But as we look back all along this path, this has been what God has been doing and what He is continuing to prepare us for. I think back to our missions experience we've got and the church planting that put us in so many different contexts where the gospel was being lived out, and so different than what we understood as our American version of Christianity all across the world and all across the states. And we traveled back in the day with crew on a bus.
Yeah.
It's been quite an incredible journey.
Yeah, and when we got on our in our van and our U-Haul to come across country, we really just had the tools of our ministry experience. We had the tools of Caryn's training in abuse recovery, and
Huge.
and then my theological training. But we didn't quite know how all these tools were going to fit together. We just knew we wanted to be here and see God work in a post-Christian place. We learned a lot, right? We learned a ton in over the past, it's like decade and a half now, which is crazy. But as we were here, what we didn't expect is to see the post-Christian population, not only in New York, but across the country grow.
Significantly.
Yeah, in fact, the largest growing religious group in the country, and especially in New York, is nuns. People who believe, not N-O-N-E, not N-U-N, but people who believe nothing in particular, right? And so really that's 20 something percent of the population now are people who just are completely non-religious. And the really important thing to understand is the largest source of growth in post-Christian people are evangelicals, former evangelicals, people who have left the church. And so evangelicals really the main source of growth in the post-Christian population. And now I think the statistic is like 2/3 of people who grow up in the evangelical church leave the evangelical church, and many of them become nuns, people who believe nothing in particular. And so it's something we didn't expect to see, but something we really feel God is calling us to continue to respond to. Right?
Yeah, I think it's been so much a part of our heart, even as all of you have journeyed with us here in New York, seeing all the young people and who have been also hurt by the church. There's so many different factors in that, but they don't want to leave Jesus. And so that has kind of brought us to where we are today.
Right. And it is amazing to me that we see so many people leaving the church, but such a great percentage of them want somehow to stay with Jesus.
Definitely.
Right?
Not all, but many.
And that's where No Harbor came out of. And that's the whole image of No Harbor, where they've left the harbor. Now they're like in the storm, but they don't have a religious home. They don't have a faith community. They don't have anchors, and they are looking for community. And this is, as we put together No Harbor, and you've all been through the journey with us, what's been amazing to me is it's a perfect use of the tools that God has given Caryn and I over the years. When we first got here, it said, how is this abuse training and my theological training and our missiological training, well, how is this all going to work together? And now, all these years later, see how they came together so perfectly, to use our gifts, right? And so here we are, 2023, after leaving Arizona for New York in 2009, and our mission is still to contextualize the gospel in post-Christian places. But now the post-Christian place is largely young evangelicals, not even young, all ages, who have left the church but don't want to leave Jesus. And so in No Harbor, we create an environment that is therapeutic, that engages Caryn's expertise in counseling and recovery, and it reframes theology using my training, and it also meets them where they are, and we've seen God do so many great things amazingly. And so in the past year, we've launched a new cohort. We finished the book, which is almost done. It's going to be out soon.
Can't wait. It's so good, you guys.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, you know, he is my husband, but it is so good.
And then, well, thank you. And then we've incorporated No Harbor, and we've put up our website, which is noharbor.org, which is kind of like going public now. And there's also a giving portal on that. So everything is in place now for the transition we feel like is next, right?
Yeah.
And that transition is for us to go from being full-time staff with GTN and transition to being full-time staff with No Harbor, now that No Harbor is an incorporated organization. And this is something that is completely with the blessing of GTN. It's just a function of us staying on track with the mission and vision that we've always had all this time, right? Is to reach post-Christian people, and so GTN is totally on board with us focusing our mission in this way and doing that under a new umbrella. And so as of 2024, we will be full-time staff with No Harbor Incorporated, and we will be alumni of Global Training Network. So in the next few weeks, we will be sending out information for those who are monthly partners. We'll be sending out information of how over the next few weeks and months to change your monthly giving from GTN to No Harbor. We have all the tools in place to do that now. For those who usually give end of the year gifts, we are already the ability to do that at the No Harbor website, and there's a link right there to do that. And so we're asking our partners who give at the end of the year to do it through No Harbor. And so we'll be sending out screenshots and more information later, but we want to let you know what was coming.
Yeah, we wanted just to let you know the transition is coming. We're so grateful for our time and work with GTN. Just can't say enough of that. And as you know, our roots go way back with Paul and Lisa, the founders, and so grateful for all that has ushered us forward into this place. And so we wanted to be clear and let you guys know, and that there'll be more information coming up so that you can travel along with us.
Right, and we were excited. Caryn and I, we both just entered our 60s, but I think we both feel like. But we are looking forward. I just feel like we're just getting started.
Yeah, I would agree.
We're just getting started, and we're so excited about everything that's ahead and what God is doing, and we're very passionate about the mission that God has given us, and thankful for our partners.
So grateful for you guys. Really, you have been what has helped us to be where we are, and have ministered along with us and have made it possible. We're so grateful.
And lives are being changed. Even now, our cohort now, we've seen God do amazing transformation, and so many people who are just struggling with their faith and struggling with, how do I process this hurt but still keep Jesus? And so you're part of that, so we're grateful for that.
And we feel privileged to walk alongside these younger ones. Of course, everybody's younger than us now, but helping them journey and figure it out and hear from God in a way that's been different maybe than they've heard in the past, and learning new.
And finding healing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. We love you guys, and you'll be hearing more from us soon. Thanks.